I'm Ryan Keneally. This is Back in My Betting, and these are my fancies for the English Greyhound Derby semi-finals. We are down to just 12, and can I just add that, especially for me in recent memory, I don't really recall a Greyhound Derby having this much interest in it than previous ones. I think that's because, one, the marketing and the publicity around the Greyhound Derby this year has been excellent. Social media's been all over. He's been all over social media. Some really good content going out there. And then two, I do think that Bockos Diamond is just, he's got a massive fan club. People love seeing the best in any sport. No matter what sport, people love seeing the best every single week. And I just think that the way he's running at the moment, with that trapping or the lack of trapping, it's generating a lot of interest. He's got people that want to take him on an awful lot, but he has got that big fan club. One of them is here, who just believe in the dog and know that he is going to show everyone that he is the fastest dog in the world. But yeah, it's just been a really exciting derby up to now. It's just up in the air at the moment. It's so open, but that is why we love ground racing, and that is why this ground derby so far is setting up to be one of, if not the best. So before I get into the semi-finals this Saturday, just a quick recap on the weekend, and hopefully you've watched the video by now from Saturday night. And yeah, similar to, I think it was the third round, my early bets in the night, my smaller bets in the night, got me into a really good position. I thought, right, this is the night now, I'm going to win big. And then the second night I have a big bet on Bombay. I've followed that dog off a cliff, and he just isn't trapping for me. So I know the second that I go against him, what's going to ping, because I do think that dog could go Bockos Diamond to the bend with Bombay Pat's best break. But yeah, he's just not trapping, and then that got me level, and then Bockos Diamond broke my heart. Just had so much to do, didn't he, around the first two bends by trapping. Slick Sentinel ran the race of his life. But yeah, so didn't work out well. It should have done. I thought it was going to be, but no, didn't do. Little bets won early in the night. Yeah, gave me some confidence that I'm still reading these races fairly right. But the second that I went big, then it didn't go to plan. But what that has done, though, it has resulted in two unbelievable semi-finals. Now let's get into them. I think I've spent more time on semi-final one, dissecting it, analysing, researching, going through every line of form. I think I spent more time on this race trying to come down on a selection than I have any other race in my entire life. It is that close. It is that good a race. You can make a case for all six of these dogs qualifying, but also winning. But I have to come down with something, and I'm going to go with trap one, Solomio, based on the draw now. So a lot of people are saying Solomio, and he does, in fairness, he wants to be in probably trap three. But I've watched replays of him coming out of one. I've watched replays in two. It's not like he comes out and turns sharp right. He'll come out and gradually look to go to the middle of the track. I think Deladida, as long as Deladida, the great Deladida, doesn't take one of his flyers that he's capable of, as long as they come out relatively level, I think Deladida can just keep Solomio just on a straightish line there. And then by virtue of being on the inside, I think Solomio then can lead the inside. The second part is deciding which of these three outside wide running dogs is going to lead. Bombay Pat, for me, is the only dog that, if he was to take his best break, could live with Bockos Diamond for 300 metres. He's the only dog. Unfortunately, Bombay Pat, I've seen nothing Bombay Pat to suggest now that he likes these traps. It was my last chance with him on Saturday, sorry. So you know what that means now. Bombay Pat's going to take an absolute flyer on this Saturday. But so nothing to suggest that. Slick Sentinel is running out of skin. In fairness, he runs well no matter where he races, what competition. The dog is just a model of consistency. And then you have the legend that is Churchfield Sid. I think Churchfield Sid can lead up the inside just... It's so tough. Yeah, Churchfield Sid can take a fly. He then may be able to then lead the inside. But I can see a scenario here where 4, 5 and 6 all come together. And because I think Solomio will lead, I think then that stops 4, 5 and 6 finishing in the first three. I've gone with Solomio to finish ahead of Deladida. And then I have the final qualifying position going with trap 3, Droopys Bookem, who I think can just avoid all of that meddling at the start. I think he can just completely avoid it. I think then he can just look after himself and just pick up the pieces and finish third. He flies up. No dog comes towards the finish line quicker than Droopys Bookem. He's flying home. But I can make a case for any of these 6 dogs qualifying and winning. But I'm going to be back in Solomia at 7-2, 4-1. Good price. I mean, it's a 2-1 the field race. I think Solomia will go off around about 3-1. We'll see. So I thought semi-final 1 was hard. And then we come to semi-final 2. But on paper, this is a really even better race than semi-final 1. Because you've got Cheap Sandwiches, you've got Dynamic Force, you've got Droopys Plunge, and then you've got No Better Feeling, Prince Nassim, who I'll come to towards the end of this, actually, because one of them's going to get a decent run into this race. But I have come down on Bockos Diamond. Now, I know you're probably going to be shouting, going, Ron, what are you on about? How is he going to get a run here with Dynamic Force and Cheap Sandwiches on his inside? He took his best break from Trap 6 in this competition. He did a 3.93 split, 28.51. He's better from Trap 6. Just a fact of life. Look, all his races in his career, he's better from Trap 6. I'm relying on Bockos Diamond just breaking level. I'm not saying he's going to fly, break level. Cheap Sandwiches, a model of consistency. Hasn't pinged yet, hasn't really come under the bars yet and pinged out. He just traps consistent, and then his all-round quality means that he keeps winning and qualifying these races. Dynamic Force, up until last week, I didn't think he could go with these dogs for early pace, but he then proved me wrong when he did a 3.98 and led Bombay paddle. And yeah, that's just now made himself a real contender in this race, because in the Derby side, because he's got an unbelievable draw here. But level break, nothing in the world can go with Bockos Diamond for level break for at least 300 metres. I think off a level break in his favourite Trap 6 here, he is going to go 3 or 4 lengths clear by the third bend and break the heart of the dogs behind him. And then he's, I think, about 11-8, 11-4 for the competition. That 11-4 for the competition quickly becomes even money, 10-11. So I'm thinking Bockos Diamond in his favourite draw Trap 6 at odds against. I think that is a decent bet here, because I think he's going to show his class. Then comes the inside dogs. Droopys Plunge stays all day. Seen that last week. He just stays all day. You're good track craft as well. Knows how to navigate the bends. He's just a top all-round dog. Can seriously qualify. Then you have No Better Feeling, Prince Nassim. One of these two are going to need, because one of the out of No Better Feeling, Prince Nassim, Droopys Plunge, if any of them took a half a length better break than the others, they're probably going to be turning this race fourth. And then if there's a bit of trouble on the outside, then either of these 3 dogs on the inside can actually get into contention in this race. No Better Feeling, what a story. What a story for that dog. It's an unbelievable story there. No Better Feeling connects on. Nobody expected No Better Feeling to be in the semi-final, but not without a chance. I know it's a massive prize, but you wouldn't be without a chance. But I've got to come down on 3. And I'm going to go Bockos Diamond to beat Cheap Sandwiches and Dynamic Force. They're the 3 qualifiers for me. But good luck to all connections. It's a tough race that, but come on, Bockos Diamond, I believe. Let's go. And as always, if you can make it to the track, then you can get your tickets on toasterracecourse.co.uk. I think you know now, if you've been to the 3rd round, excellent night's race, and that was atmosphere was very good. It got even better last week for the quarterfinals. It was just, yeah, I turned up, seen the packed terraces there. The atmosphere for the races was electric. The bets were flying around. There was loads of banter, loads of chat going on. It was just an unbelievably good night's race in there. Semi-finals are going to be even better. The racing is stepping up. The quality of dogs on the show is stepping up. And the crowd is going to step up. There's going to be a massive crowd, bumper crowd on Saturday for the semi-finals. But for whatever reason, if you can't make it to the track, then you know by now that Gone to the Dogs Live on YouTube, their production and what they're broadcasting is of the highest class. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I know their numbers as well going up and up and up, which is great to see. Again, my brother works on the show as well. If you don't know, big joking, and he works on the show. Hopefully he's not as sweaty as he was on Saturday night. Hopefully they're giving him a fan next to him. And make it to the track. If you can't, go to the Dogs Live on YouTube. So there you are. There are my fancies for the 2 semi-finals. But there are not just 2 races on Saturday Night Toaster, because we have a wonderful card on Saturday Night Toaster. There are 4 of the competitions taking place. The semi-finals, I think the heats were last week. There were 4 competitions having their semi-finals running on Saturday night. It's filled with top races over all distances, sprint, 4 bends and 6 bends. And you've got some top dogs on show. And I found, I think, 3 bets. The prices are not out yet for these races, so I'm having to kind of try and predict and use my knowledge, I guess, to work out what price I think they are. And just a couple of, 3 bets that I think can go close on Saturday night. Fabulous Sonique in the 746 Trap 4. I think she's got enough all-round class here. She doesn't really want to be in four, but I think she's got enough all-round class here to turn second in the race, probably. And if she turns second in this race, she'll pick up anything. She's actually got more already paced than 1, 2, and 3 on the inside of her, but she's on the outside. I don't know if she's a length quicker, but as long as she can go up, turn second, I think Fabulous Sonique can win. I imagine she'd be around about 7 to 4-ish. You want 2 to 1 maybe on the draw. But yeah, I think Fabulous Sonique's a decent bet. And quickly go through as well. In the 7-10, Flashing Fender, trap 6. Draw of all draws. Bags and bags of early. Yes, there's a lot of good staying dogs inside. Radical Scobie, we know, had that battle with Flashing Fender last week. But I think there's going to be a little bit of trouble on the inside here. I think them dogs can come together because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all want to be in really rails. Flashing Fender comes away like he can. He will steal a march on these, lead, and then hold on. And then I hope Radical Scobie then can qualify because he was actually my anti-post bet for this competition at 12 to 1. And then at a big price then, I'm going to go with a sprint, and it is in the 6.35, I think, trap 1. Bow Mullet Boozer here will go really under the radar. I don't think nobody will even look at this dog. But he's got a good line of form. He was in a hot heat last week behind 2 top dogs. And he ran really well, finished 3rd. And if he shows that line of form again, he can easily get in contention. I think he's going to be a big price here. It would not surprise me if he's over 6 to 1, 8 to 1, 10 to 1. Because I think they're going to go for 2. And then they're going to be for 2. And probably for trap 4. I think I can get a good price on Balmont Boozer here. He's already got good form against Romeo Kingpin, where he's held him in these sprint races for the first bend and then beat him. I think if Balmont Boozer can take one of his best breaks that he is capable of, I think he can actually win this race. So in the 6.35 at a big prize, trap 1, Balmont Boozer, I'm going to actually have a good bet. It's not going to be a small bet at a big prize. It's going to be a good size bet here if I can get that big price. So there are my 3 bets. Look as well on the card for the likes of Vega, the superstar is going to be over 6 bends. Vega, we love Vega. We know how fast she is over the 4 bends in the Derby. She's running over 6 bends as well in a hot race. And also the plate as well. You got the British spread as well. You got Romeo Steele, Hikari Kiefer, Goods, Queen Shakira. What a race that's going to be. The card is just filled with superstars all over. So if you can get toast up, please get to toast up. But yeah, they're my 3 bets. Fabulous Sonique, Flashing Fender, and Balmont Boozer. They're my 3. Balmont Boozer will be a big price as well. I'm going to have a good size bet on that. Come on. So there you have it. And there are my breakdowns of the 2 semi-finals, as well as a couple of fancies as well on the support card. But I'd just like to say best of luck to all connections of the 12 semi-finalists. I hope the races live up to what we think they're going to be. I hope they're clean races. I hope the best 6 dogs qualify on merit and make it through to next week's final. The dogs are running their hearts out for you every single week. As you know, they deserve all the credits, all the plaudits. The best of luck to you all. Let's hope that the best 6 dogs make it through. Sol and me and Bockos Diamond win the first 2 semi-finals. I'm Ryan Keneally. This is Back in My Betting. Let's go semi-finals.